Howdy, I'm Robin Lasher, Director of the Tarrant Small Business Development Center. We're located on the corner of I-35 and Rosedale in the Business Assistance Center. Today I'm going to share with you information on a database you have access to 24/7, SizeUp LBI, Local Business Intelligence. Now it's a full-blown database, but going to our website, you're going to have access 24/7. So get ready to find out where you can get information on your customers, your competitors, suppliers, drill down and get very specific information that normally you wouldn't find elsewhere. Well, welcome to this overview of SizeUp LBI, Local Business Intelligence. Real quickly, a little bit about the Tarrant Small Business Development Center, SBDC. We have 5 advisors, 4 offices serving Tarrant County. Our advisors have banking, accounting, finance, operational experience. We've been business owners. Full suite of services to facilitate your access to capital. And we don't charge for our advising, no cost, or our consulting services. What are those services? Business loan assistance, financial analysis and benchmarking, QuickBooks troubleshooting, business plans, and market research. We dive pretty deep. And access to government contracting. We have our center in Dallas that comes over at least once a month and also does classes. So I'm taking you straight to SizeUp. From our website, tarrantsbdc.org, you can see the link. Click on that link. You can bypass our homepage and go straight to SizeUp. Click on the logo. You're in the database. Now, again, you have 24/7 access. You do not have to log in. You do not need a username or a password. You're in the database. It's probably going to take a little bit of time to load the first time because it's a pretty big database, so be patient. After that, you should get into it a lot quicker. So the first quadrant on your upper left corner, Business and Industry Analysis, click on Select. Enter a keyword related to your industry, whatever industry it is, and you'll get usually quite a few different types of businesses popping up, and then you'll see your industry. We're going to be looking at computer data processing services and solutions today, which is not the industry I'm in, but you can put any industry in here. And we're selecting the city of Fort Worth. Every city in Tarrant and Dallas counties is in this database, and you can do analysis based on any of those cities or addresses. Click Create, and you'll immediately be in the business benchmarking section. So let's say this is the industry you're in. You can put in your actual numbers, or you can put in numbers where you'd like to be, or you can just make numbers up. It will benchmark and tell you what that industry actually looks like. Now, we've looked at revenues of $1.5 million for this company. You started in 2014. Well, you're kind of a young company. You're paying $82,000 a year. Yikes, that sounds high. Maybe not. And you have 8 employees. It immediately tells you that you're pretty average for the business, and your cost effectiveness is therefore good. Let's look at one specific example of revenue. You said 1.5 million. Well, it says actually you're a little bit short compared to the city of Fort Worth and Tarrant County, but hey, you've only been in business 2 years. But for the state of Texas, you're pretty much in line, and the USA across the board, yeah, well, they're just a little better. So actually, you're probably doing pretty good, and recognize, again, it told you right up front that your business was doing pretty average. Over in the advertising section, you have 5 reports. You can see the report types listed on the left corner, left side hand of the margin. You can go with the default, or you can add more filters. It tells you that the radius right here is 16 miles out. Whew, that's a pretty wide radius. You could zero that in 5 miles, 3 miles, and get a tighter look. But from the color of the actual little balloons there, you can see where the deeper pockets are. This is a big picture. You probably want to drill in. This is a Google map, by the way. You can zoom in, you can zoom out, you can move it around. So from this section, let's jump over to competition. It defaults to your industry. So those balloons and all those little red dots on the map, that would be your competitors. If you have other industries that you know are competitors, you can enter them in the box where the red arrow is to your left, or you could add specific names of businesses on the one to the right. And note, again, we're just in competitor section. Let's go over to the customer section next. There, you can typically put all your types of customers, but you might want to go one at a time to zero in on getting specific information for that specific industry. So let's say you're targeting industries that do real estate loans, maybe real estate loan processors. Again, you choose. And from there, automatically, these businesses pop up on the map. You can see the green balloons. From the green balloons there, you can see, now you can also see some of the competitors in the background, but you can see where these potential customers are. Let's jump to suppliers. Suppliers, I've selected computer services and repair. Just about any company needs that type of an assistance. But again, it comes down to what is your actual suppliers. And they're populating the map. If you were to go back over to the competitor section, click on that competitor tab, zoom in by clicking on that all radius button at the top of the map. Now you see your competitors, you see your customers, and you see your suppliers all on one map. Given we're looking for real estate loan processors or anyone doing real estate loans, we would like to maybe look at, for consumers, where are the dollars? So if we were to just click on that little down arrow on the consumer expenditures, we would see a section called shelter. Click on that, and all of a sudden it's going to give you information at the zip code level for consumer expenditure totals for mortgage interest for the primary dwelling. Because basically I want to know where people are living most of the time and not just a vacation home. And we can see where there's a lot more money as we look to the west. But zip codes are a pretty big geographic area, folks. So we'd like to drill down a little bit tighter. In fact, we'd like to drill down a lot tighter. Move from not just a zip code to go down to something called a census tract. Well, that's still pretty big. We'd rather go all the way down to what's known as a block group. Now, it's not just like running around the block, a little bigger than that, but oh, so much smaller than these gigantic zip codes. Do that, we're going to have to go over to the demographic category, which defaults to the city of Fort Worth because that's what you selected from the very beginning. That would be your place. And I've selected a demographic report, but I could have done consumer expenditures or even labor force. Now, if we look at the top, the city is considered a place. And if you look under the map, you can see a list of about 3 items that you could actually get data on. However, if you scroll down, you'd find there's a lot more items to select, so you have more options. The option for within a boundary and around the address have some unique features to them. And actually, every address in Tarrant and Dallas County is in this database. You could be doing a drive time or you could do a radius, but typically drive time is a little bit more relevant. For the boundary, you can create a customized boundary. So example, the map at the top, that would be your drive time. I think that was about a 10-15 minute drive time I created around an address in Fort Worth. Now again, from there, you could start adding demographic information, consumer expenditures, additional information that would be of value to your research. The customized boundary, I selected 5 points. You can select as many as you want. You can blow up the map and go to a very small specific area and get data just on that area. And one of the great things about this tool is that you can actually create a PDF report for each and every one of these reports you run and save them or print them out. So let's jump over to drill down, and I'm actually at the city level, but you can do this in any of the categories. I've drilled all the way down to the block group, and you can see these colored areas. Obviously over there near Texas Christian University, you can see we're in the Fort Worth Zoo. There's some pockets of money. But the big bucks, no, you're not shocked to find this out, is Westover Hill. Does that mean that we all migrate and run over to Westover Hill? No. In fact, what I tell you is that you start looking at these other areas. This is information, if you're in real estate, you've got some tremendous databases out there anyway. But if you're an industry that maybe is targeting this industry or whatever industry you target, you can go in there and get information for that current or prospective customer or just for your own industry. That pretty well covers SizeUp. That was fast and furious. There's a lot more to it. If there's anything we can do to help you out, step you through a little bit more of this information, just provide services for you, don't hesitate to contact us. Our phone number, our website, and we've got 4 locations. Hope this was useful to you today, and go size up your competition.